Wow, I can't believe it's Thanksgiving already. The year's really gone by fast, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's been like just a long one. Oh man, this roast beast is cooking up pretty good though.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you. I feel like we got a great spread, and I'm so excited for our friends to get here.
Cornbread, stuffing, dressing, all the fixins. I can't wait.
Don't forget my plates.
Oh yeah, your place, and I brought the tablecloth. That's all I brought. I'm sorry, everybody.
Hey,
well, we don't have a table.
It's a very pretty tablecloth.
It is. I think it looks nice on the floor.
It does look nice on the floor.
Hold on, I just heard the door went up. I'm gonna go answer that.
Ooh, guests.
Hello, Seep.
Oh, hey, y'all.
Is that Seep over there?
Is that Seep? How the hell are you?
Oh, hey, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you've made it to our Thanksgiving dinner. Did you bring anything?
Oh yeah, I got my grandma's special sweet and savory gelatin surprise recipe.
Oh yeah, hey
that's
Seep,
delightful.
Seep, you want to come to the kitchen? I can grab you a beer. Well, we actually don't have beer. We just have like water from the sink. But I don't really drink.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Take a seat.
Come on, let me get you a cup of water.
Sorry, let me go get the door again. Man, everyone's showing up at once. Allie!
Hi!
Oh my gosh, how long's it been?
It's been 10 years.
Oh boy.
But wait.
How are you?
Who's been doing
Allie,
the
there's still blood on your long coat.
I have some movie worms.
Some
Is
what?
that Allie? Is that Allie over there?
Yeah, it's Allie. Hey, Seep's here already. You're gonna miss out on all the fun.
Yeah, get in here. I can get you a beer. Well, it's actually water.
From the sink.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
No, it's pretty good.
It's nutritious. It's very, earthy, I would say.
Yeah, they put fluoride and stuff in there, and it, helps you.
Oh, actually, I actually put some cookies in the oven. I'm gonna go check on them. Rene, I think I hear somebody at the door.
Let me go get it then. Hello? Oh, hey, Niall. You're back from the trap door? That's...
Niall!
Oh, I didn't think you'd, get out of it. Come on in. We got plates,
Yeah.
very nice
Oh,
plates.
Niall!
Hi, hello.
Is that Niall?
Yes, hi, hello.
Hey, Niall, you look great. Why the long face, bud? It's Thanksgiving.
Well, just, thank you all, by the way, for reminding me of the fine print in my contract saying that I'm obligated to come to any future podcast events.
Did you bring anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought, it's a chess pie from the grocery store.
Oh, delicious. Did you make this?
I did not.
Oh, but man, it looks like you made it. Are you, trying to be modest? You don't have to be modest.
Niall, it looks good. You don't have to be shy. You made a good chess pie. Come on in.
Come in.
You smell the roast beast? I can't wait to.
I'm looking at our guest list. Who are we missing? I feel like there's somebody, or maybe two somebodies.
Let's see. I got here Claire and also Claire. Did I make an error here?
No. Remember, we have two Claires. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I'm gonna check the answering machine. We had a message left there.
Hey guys, I was really excited to make it and all, but I think I'm gonna have to take a rain check on that one. My excuse generator just busted, full flatline, and I'm probably gonna need to take that into the shop, which is gonna take an allotted amount of time. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving!
Well, darn then. But hey, that's alright. We still got one Claire to go.
And who's that at the door?
It's me!
Claire!
Oh.
Claire, how are you? Welcome!
Oh, I'm doing absolutely splendid!
Hey, do you want me to get you and Bohug a boiled egg?
On a plate?
Yeah.
I would love nothing more!
Woo!
Yeah,
I
here.
knew it.
Here, let me get you a boiled egg.
Man, me and Bohug, we love boiled eggs. You know what? I brought something for this special occasion. I got this, raw, chicken breast that I wrestled with a raccoon for. Here you go.
Whoa, delicious.
Raw
Hey,
chicken breast?
Yep.
Here, let me just take that and wash it off in the...
No, the wrestling adds flavor. Don't wash it away.
yeah,
I
don't you
guess
know?
that's true. I guess the chlorine would kind of ruin the meat.
Exactly.
Y'all can still drink
Wait.
the-
Speaking of chlorine, you got that good tap water?
Yeah, we do have some tap water,
Oh, I love my water with chemicals in it.
actually. Yeah.
So Rene, Gert, and I have to go check on something in the kitchen. Why don't y'all take a seat? Why don't y'all talk for a bit?
What's up, guys? I haven't seen y'all in a hot minute. How the hell are ya?
Yeah.
Hey.
You know, I'm doing.
I'm just sitting here.
Aren't we all, my friend?
Are you all getting paid for this? Did they offer you money?
What?
Yes.
I was just
yes.
curious.
In the past.
No,
I'm not allowed to
I mean,
disclose
even
the
if they
amount.
were, I couldn't say if we were, but I mean,
Right.
Maybe
I'll
I
just say
am.
we're not.
Maybe I'm not.
I mean, probably not.
Did they say like how long roughly this was gonna be?
I don't know. It's Thanksgiving.
You know, it's Thanksgiving. It takes like the evening.
Yeah. Let me
Come on, Niall. We're gonna have fun.
Oh, you
We're gonna
know,
have fun.
I have never experienced it at Thanksgiving. I have never eaten a turkey.
You're not missing much.
You know, if you think about it, aren't they animals? And we're about to eat. Never mind.
You know.
The roast beast is almost ready.
All right, everybody, take a seat, take a sip.
I don't know what beast that is.
Let's all give thanks. Let's all have let's go around and say what we're thankful for this year. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we start, can I open us up with a prayer?
Yes, of course, Gert. Let me just hold my arms.
Yeah, everybody close their eyes.
No, brother.
We don't usually close our eyes, but alright.
No, I like to close my eyes because it makes me feel
I think this
closer
is a
to
new
God.
branch of Christianity we don't know about.
Dear Lord and Father, Lord in heaven, God, please forgive me. Please forgive me for what I have done to this poor creature that we are about to consume. I'm sorry. Amen. Amen. Oh boy. Okay.
Alright, let's get to eating.
What are we thankful for, though? I want to hear what everybody's thankful for.
Oh, I'd love to start. You know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for our Lord and Savior, Jake Spider Monkey. I feel like without him, my life would have no purpose. Just no purpose at all, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on the roast beast.
What about you, Seep? What are you thankful for?
Yeah.
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 Niall, you're thankful for something, right?
Well, I'm thankful for this water that I'm drinking. I'm thankful for endings. I'm thankful for a conclusion. Maybe thankful that we all know when to stop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claire, what about you? What you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my buddy Bohug here right now, so that I'm not alone in this experience. I'm grateful that the Jake Spider Monkey, I guess, hasn't smited me down yet. I guess.
Not yet.
But he could.
Yeah, at any moment, Jake Spider Monkey could just Well, probably not.
Gert, the beast! The roast beast!
Oh, the roast beast, I have it right here. It's
What is that?
underneath.
What kind of animal is that?
Hey, Allie, we didn't hear from you. What are you thankful for?
Oh, I'm thankful for not being Catholic.
Amen to that.
Amen!
Does anybody want, who wants the fingers? We have 10.
Fingers of
maybe,
what?
Maybe 8. Oh, you know, the roast beast!
You never really
Gert, you're not-
clarified what the beast is.
Listen, I want to give a toast, everybody.
Yay, Rene! Toast!
Welcome everybody to our first ever Jake Spider Monkey themed Thanksgiving banquet. You know, I know it was like tough to get everybody here, but you know the checks have cleared. We're all here together, and so I'm just thankful that we can all dine here together as a family. You know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a strong word.
Yeah, because, you know, there's nothing more important than family.
No more.
Yeah.
So, and that's why today I would like to feed you all, my family. And I lift it up, and it's the charred remains of Jake Spider Monkey.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, looks good, Gert.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Delicious.
Which part do you want?
I love burnt food.
I like the fingers a lot. Do you want me to break you off some, Lucy?
Oh, yes, of course.
He's still wearing his hat.
You know, eating this Jake Spider Monkey, it really makes me thankful that we're all together about to record the last episode together, right?
It makes me full.
Wait, hold on. I didn't agree to any of that. My terms were explicitly clear.
But you're here, right? So you
Yeah.
might as well, stay, right?
Dig in.
Well,
you know
you see, it's like,
Well, it's getting, it's past Bohug's bedtime, and
it is past their bedtime.
and he's getting his appendix removed tomorrow, so he's got a big day ahead of him tomorrow. And
Is he keeping it?
That Black Friday surgery deal can't miss. So
Wouldn't miss it.
I think I gotta dip.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'll get the door for you.
Enjoy
Do
the
you
raw
want to take
chicken.
some food? Do you want to maybe take some food
No!
home with you?
No. Yeah, I'm more of a metaphorical consuming of the body and blood of Christ kind of gal, not quite so literal. Hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from. And also,
yeah, totally.
little
sure.
Bohug here. He's got a big day ahead of him tomorrow. So, bye.
Wait.
Bye, Claire. Bye, Claire. Well, I mean, it was nice that they stopped by,
All right, take it easy then.
I mean, I understand. Sometimes people are busy, even on Thanksgiving, the time where you're supposed to spend it with the people you care about the most.
Yeah, but thankfully we have, Niall and Allie and Seep here to record with us,
Yeah.
right?
Huh? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I was just
Why are you by the window?
well, I mean, I was just gonna walk over here to get some fresh. Hey, look over here, my old friend. It's the trapdoor. See ya.
What?
What?
Niall! God damn it!
Niall, say hi to them for me.
Sorry for swearing on this Lord Jake Spider Monkey's day, but God, we lost another one. But it's fine. It's fine. We still got Seep and Allie, right?
Hey, I forgot I have an execution to attend. It's very important. Good night.
Oh. There goes another one.
Allie just phased through the wall. How did she do that?
I for some reason I hear a horse and buggy echoing through my head, but I don't see one anywhere. Allie's gone. Okay, well,
Seep, I'm on my hands and knees here, Seep. You're gonna stay with us, right?
yeah, you're gonna eat.
It's not my plates, right? Please tell me it isn't my plates that's driving everyone away.
maybe I overcooked the roast beast. I feel kind of bad.
No,
I mean,
Gert, that roast beast is exquisite, the best ever made. You love to partake.
Pretty juicy, right? Like,
yeah, it was amazing.
Like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but it was pretty damn juicy, and like that tasted like I injected that Cajun seasoning into. Sorry, I deep fried it. I deep fried it. They're not here. But yeah, Seep, you're gonna have some, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, let's get started.
You want me to cut you off like a bit of the head? The head got really soft in the oven for some reason, like skull and all. So it's kind of like a soft shell crab. How you can just kind of rip it off.
I'll crack it open. Yeah. I'll give it a try. You know, what the heck? When in Rome.
Yay!
Good afternoon. We have a special guest speaker for you today. Please give a warm welcome to the hosts of My Gym Partners, a podcast. Attendance is mandatory.
Bull shark, porcupine, I don't know what. 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 I don't know what. I don't know what. Bull shark, porcupine, I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't know what. Bull shark, porcupine, I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't know what. Bull shark, porcupine, I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't know what. Lucy.
Bull shark, porcupine, I don't know what. I don't know what. Rene.
Bull shark, porcupine, I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't. Gert.
Wait, I said neck.
Oh, that's okay then.
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 Okay then.
And from your partners at Walmart, that's okay then.
Hey everybody, welcome to a very special episode of
it's
My
pretty
Gym
special.
Partners. Yeah, it's a special episode. There's an odd feeling in my heart right now, I think. Just kind of, you know.
I feel that way. I feel that way at this time of the year. Like, just like every year I start to get feeling this way. You know, in the late November days.
Yeah.
I start to feel, I start to feel kind of like, oh man, only one more month. And then this shit's over.
The weather gets crisp and breezy.
Yeah. All the leaves change color. Couldn't have it any other way. Couldn't have it any other way.
Oh, I didn't want it any other way. Oh.
So this is My Gym Partners, a podcast, as stated previously. You know me as Lucy. And we have, of course, Gert and Rene, our regulars. But you know, if you're a longtime fan, you should recognize our guest here.
Our special guest, Seep.
That's me. I'm their special guest.
The most special guest of all.
I'm their favoriteest guest. They keep letting me on, and I say yes because I
love this show.
Seep, what do you do? What is your brand?
I'm a content creator. I'm an influencer. Yeah. You know, I got a podcast. I do a podcast.
Oh
that's
man,
right. Now you have a podcast now. You like totally ripped us off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't my idea, so you know.
But you went along with the idea, so you know.
Yeah, I guess I do it with my friends Ryan and Rosa.
What's it called?
It's called Ready to Start the Podcast.
What do y'all talk about?
I don't know.
What don't they talk about?
They talk about everything. Aerodynamics, chemistry, biodegradable...
Plastics?
Sustainable plastic energy, politics, science.
Incredible. Well, that sounds like a fun time, but you know,
Yeah.
we're not here to promote your brand, so we're actually here to talk about My Gym Partners, a Monkey. The last
All right.
episode of My Gym Partners, a Monkey, which is called a Christmas. I mean, sorry, Slip of the tongue. It's called a Thanksgiving carol.
Wow. I've never heard of a carol of Thanksgiving before. Lucy, can you what's the story of that Thanksgiving, Lucy? You're a human. You know about the I just live in the dark murky water. Please enlighten me.
Here's what I want to say. I mean, if it's not obvious, it's basically, almost every cartoon I feel like has, at least especially in this era, had like either It's a Wonderful Life parody or a Christmas Carol parody.
Yeah.
Now, the funny thing about My Gym Partner's a Monkey is it had 2 Christmas Carol parodies, because we already had one with Coach Gill. Do you remember?
I do.
The anime special.
I can't believe I can't believe that didn't really occur to me that this is the second one. Like,
yeah,
I guess
a year and a half ago.
I guess it's just
ago.
Yeah, I guess like each, like plot A and plot B, like if one of them is like, a concept, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't use that concept again for the other plot. Because this was A plot right here. We had A plot Christmas Carol this time, and then B plot Coach Gill Christmas Carol in the last episode that did this.
Right.
I feel like we haven't we've gone over like the main thing of why we did this as the last episode. I mean, like in the order, like in the time of its release, this was the last episode that aired, and it was a Thanksgiving special.
As I've talked about so many times before, this is probably the main reason I wanted this podcast to even be a thing. The idea of ending on a Thanksgiving special was just so funny to me that but we're finally here.
Yeah. Well, I think we're kind of thinking of it with like a very modern mindset, because you have to imagine like back when this aired, it was probably like when cartoons ended, like the network wouldn't really tell you, like it would just happen to have run out of episodes and they just rerun it and kids wouldn't really notice, so they probably wasn't too big of a deal to just like, just put a Thanksgiving episode after it finishes, because nobody cares about the finale.
Noticed I was watching Friday nights every night and
Cartoon Fridays.
Cartoon Fridays. I would watch it every single Friday, and I noticed that my Funny Monkey show, I wasn't seeing no new faces, I wasn't seeing nothing new. And I do
think that, but just what Steve's saying, like, you have shows nowadays where, like, the creators of it are so readily available on Twitter or something, and they'll be like, yeah, like, sorry to always be talking about it, but, like, recently, DuckTales, yes, it's on season 3, and it's on hiatus right now, and usually back then, kids wouldn't know that their favorite show was, like, quote, on hiatus. They'd just be like, oh, there's not any new episodes right now, but they'll probably be in, like, a few months or whatever. For nowadays, it's like you can send asks to one of the head writers of that show right now, and he'll, like, answer with, like, tidbits about what's to come in season 3 and, like, what you should look forward to. And, like, there wasn't that kind of, I guess, attention to that sort of thing, or like when a season is coming out, or like when a season is ending, or but that's also, there wasn't really a lot of heavy story cartoons back then either, so it's like, who cares?
Well, I beg to differ. I mean, My Gym Partner's a Monkey did come out back then, and
it's pretty story heavy.
It is pretty story heavy. There's a lot of lore here. It's kind of like Dark Souls,
And much like Dark Souls, the end is near, as stated by the marquee sign in the front. It's basically telling us, this is it. This is the one.
It's just very funny that even like, I feel like normally if like a Thanksgiving special or like a holiday special episode of a cartoon were going to do this, it wouldn't quite acknowledge it so directly that it's the last episode, but I appreciate them like confirming it with that sign on the marquee.
Imagine like watching this at like on Thanksgiving, and you're just like, oh, let me watch.
I like this cartoon. It's my monkey show.
And it like starts with saying the end is near, and you don't have context for why it says that.
And,
Like,
and then
it's
you get
just-
so
it's
scared
just
you immediately turn it off and you run and hide under your bed and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Jake's gonna get me, he's gonna get me.
You just like, it's just like, you're like, ah, and then you turn off the TV and you kind of toddle into your room and you like hide under the bed, like you just slide under it and you're like,
That kind of happened to me once.
and then like
What?
look and then like these hands appear behind you and they're big like Jake hands and they pull you back
God,
into
not
the
that.
dark behind the bed. And then that guy from Unbelievable, like the fucking like stories, he's just like, was this really occurring? Did this happen that fateful November night? It's a lie. It never happened. Like Unsolved
But here's what
Mysteries.
happened.
Yes, here's what did happen.
Yeah, it
But
did.
here's what happened. Adam Lyon, we start off in the school. Adam Lyon is giving a big presentation on the history of Thanksgiving. Very, very idealized. Where
Oh,
he's
yeah.
talking about how the Pilgrims just finished eating the Native Americans. This is lemon squares. And they went on to watch the big Sunday night football game. And then he
This is like the
goes on to
Freebirds version.
Yeah, this is the Freebirds version.
By the way,
He drives
Freebirds.
Henry. He drives
Freebirds
Henry.
is free on YouTube with ads. Just want to say that.
What?
You can watch it right. Yeah, it's free on YouTube with ads. You can watch
Freebirds?
it right
Please
now.
don't watch it. Please don't watch it. Do not watch it.
Wait, what was Freebirds about? I like.
Thanksgiving.
It was the
Oh,
movie that
yeah, we
predicted-
did watch We watched Freebirds. Never mind.
It was the movie that predicted the Chuck E. Cheese delivery pizza.
Yeah. That was so cool. Freebirds is a awful movie. Don't watch it.
So he's like recreating a football play, and he grabs Henry like a football. And I don't know why, it just kind of reminded me of like one of the earlier episodes that was football themed and involved Henry. And I don't know. It
Armadillo.
Armadillo.
felt kind of called backy in a obscure way, and he kind of spikes him into the trash, and it's funny.
He
was
knocks
like, "Yep, that
down
was."
every student. And it's like, yep, and that was how Thanksgiving went.
I mean, I guess there was a lot of knocking out.
Then I killed all the animals. Die, 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 and that's how the first Thanksgiving happened.
Yeah.
Mr. Hornville is like, thanks for that like totally unprompted presentation about Thanksgiving.
You gotta say it like him. Say it in his voice.
Why don't you say it in his voice, Seat?
Ooh. Mr. Lion, thank you. I really liked it, Mr. Lion.
He didn't say that. You're saying it like him, but you're not delivering the message that he...
What did he say?
He was just like, thank you for... Mr. Lion, thank you for delivering that impromptu presentation about a holiday we don't really care
about
for.
a holiday we don't really care for, Mr. Lion.
Yeah, there...
So you get the impression that the animals do not like Thanksgiving for whatever reason. And of course, I don't know what it was about Adam in this episode, but I thought he was like hilarious.
It's because they eat turkeys. It's because they eat turkeys. That's gotta be
Well,
it. That's gotta be it.
Adam, like, after Hornville says, like, we don't really care about Thanksgiving, and he's, like, kind of crouched behind the desk that Adam is, like, standing, like, the front desk that Adam's standing on. And Adam, like, very slowly, like, turns his head and, like, looks down at him and is like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you don't like Thanksgiving? And it's, I don't know, I just thought that was kind of
They're
funny.
just like, come on, Adam, think about it.
Typical white person, am I right?
Well, I mean, like, I gotta say, I'm someone who, and like, I don't accept critique on this. I'm someone who is very outspoken on hating Thanksgiving. I do not like Thanksgiving. I think it
You
is
called
a
this
waste
episode
of time.
propaganda.
Yeah, you did call this episode propaganda.
I did, and I don't really much care for it, but like I really like how Adam is portrayed here. He is Thanksgiving crazy. It feels very in character that like this is the holiday he's like championing.
God!
Like it wasn't like Christmas, like, or it's not like, I mean, Halloween sorta, yeah, but like not as much so as like Thanksgiving. That's his holiday. The one where you just to like hang out with your racist grandparents and eat like turkey all day. That's the one he's all for.
Who says Adam has racist family? Come on.
Yeah. This family might be pretty nice. They might be pretty accepting, Rene.
Did the classroom look weird in this episode to anyone?
Was it a lot of the sets in this episode looked weird.
Yeah,
we didn't really get any retread of familiar territory. Everything felt really like wide and big.
Yeah, this episode was very open. It felt the spaces that we explored. None of them feel
open world.
Yeah, it's an open world. It's like this is like you know
it's
the
an
first
open world
season
sandbox. Everything you see here is procedurally generated. It's all open world.
It's all procedurally generated. It's an open sandbox. You can explore anywhere, and let me just zoom out here, and then like you zoom off of the planet.
I think that's due to just like the new backgrounds, because there's a lot of new scenes in this episode that we should be getting to, but like they like it seemed like they drew a lot of like wide backgrounds and stuff, and like you get all these like panning shots and stuff, and it's like, God, this feels different. Where am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to talk about the next scene a lot.
It's important that we talk about this scene.
Yeah, so Adam is like sitting in art class or whatever, and he's on one of those pottery wheels. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Mushy clay.
The pottery wheel.
And he's like forming it. Like really, he's really like putting a lot of effort. And I said in my head, because they kept like zooming in on his hands, I'm like, oh, Jake's gonna squeeze in like right behind him. Like we're gonna see his hands like slowly like come into frame, and I was not wrong.
I'm glad that they did it. I'm glad.
It's very romantic.
It is.
Have we seen this art room before?
No.
This is a new set.
This is a new set. This is a new. That's why I felt so That's why I felt so fresh when I was watching it, because it was like something that I never seen before. Or at least hadn't seen it in a very long time. Like, new locations in cartoons, especially like back in the day, always like really excited me. Like
this is like the Adventure Time Distant Lands.
Yeah.
Of My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
Exactly. I still need to watch that.
Get out of here! Come on.
What? What?
That's neither here nor there. Look,
what?
Alright.
What does that mean? Why are you being so rude to our guest, Rene?
Yeah, what the H? I'm just making a joke about, like, new backgrounds. Come on.
Alright, but, like, we're overlooking this, like, very tender moment with, like, Adam and Jake. Where Adam's trying to ask Jake about, like, why does he hate Thanksgiving? And this leads into a joke that I really like. Where it seems like Jake's like heard this, like Adam's done this before, where he's like, if you don't tell me, Jake, I'll go into children's storybook mode.
And he's like,
oh no, I can't resist that.
I can't resist the lyrical like rhythm. I can't do that.
He's so like, leave it alone, Adam. Like,
leave it alone.
All the animals seem to have an issue with Thanksgiving, but Adam, being the egotistical human that he is, wants to like push his Thanksgiving propaganda onto people. And ask why? Why, Jake? Why? And he goes into a Sam I Am-esque rhyme,
They start, doing the back and forth Dr. Seuss-esque monologue, and Jake's like, I will not wear Thanksgiving chaps, I will not take Thanksgiving naps,
I will not hit you with my hand, I will not strike you down.
Yeah, can you rhyme hand with anything? There you go. They go to see Mr. Mandrill, which, again, we've said it. Why do they keep putting their faith in him? But
that's so cruel of you.
Well, who else do they have in this world?
Literally anybody else. Mr. Mitchell.
That's so mean, Lucy. Honestly mean. Too much against it. What would Rene say?
Rene, every time Mr. Rangel gets brought up, I feel like Rene feels the need to not say anything that could possibly be incriminating in any way.
Yeah,
Rene will not stand up for Mr. Rangel because then it'll confirm our suspicions. Rene will not, agree with us because then we'll just say that Rene's like trying to blend in with the crowd. Rene is doing the safe thing here, I think.
Yeah, and I don't think that's really the right thing to do on this podcast.
Get the spotlight off of me.
Sorry we were gaslighting you, Rene.
Oh my god.
Mr. Rangel is like confused as to what they're like arguing about, and then there's this, looking back on this part makes the ending not make any sense. But Mr. Rangel's like, what is Thanksgiving? I don't get it. Like, what is that? I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, okay, well, you're not helpful. And they go to Miss Warthog, who is like immediately like, please stop with this whole children's book thing. I like Principal Pixie Frog does it. I don't need any more of it in my life.
Do you like my bow tie? It is shaped like a fly.
That was so cute. That was so precious hearing Principal Pixie Frog come through with his little rhyme. He has a lot to say, that Principal Pixie Frog.
I like that tie. You should wear more ties.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Some more novelty ties. But Miss Warthog pushes them out and just says, like, think about it. Why do you think animals wouldn't like Thanksgiving? Just think about it. And she pushes them out. So we get the sense that Adam will not relent in his love for Thanksgiving. They're outside in the courtyard, in the front of the school, and Jake's like telling him, "I'm warning you, Adam. If you don't give up this whole love for Thanksgiving, you're gonna regret it."
I'm gonna get you,
basically, implicitly. But Adam's like, why would I ever give up Thanksgiving? That is my identity, my cultural heritage as a human.
Rene, I think you're imprinting a little bit, like on some experience you've had.
I think Adam's expressions are really good in this episode. He does a weird little laugh, and it's like a kind of half Mr. Krabs laugh.
He his face alters into a funny jaw out kind of. You see his teeth. I think it's like a Popeye thing.
Popeye. Yeah, it might be more Popeye.
Let's talk about Popeye Robin Williams again.
Anyway, so Adam is in his little white nightgown and hat.
We're gonna name his olive oil. That's it.
He kind of
He's large.
This is where I realized they're doing a Christmas Carol. Up until this point, I didn't know. The title didn't really give it away for me. I was just like, oh, they're gonna go all out, because he's his bedroom has changed. He has a big 4-post bed and nightgown.
This is mostly what we're talking about when we say this episode feels massive. It feels really big, because his room feels just so huge, and it's empty too. They didn't put a lot of, they didn't do a lot of stuff in there. It's just his bed and his nightstand and whatever prop they need for the bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's completely empty room, and he's sitting on a little stool, and he pulls out a projector, and he's looking at plates. He's like, oh, this his plate by plate is what he's calling it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna do all this. I'm gonna eat in this order so I can get the most out of my Thanksgiving. And he falls asleep. And who is our Jacob Marley?
Goofy, Scrooge.
Scrooge. I really wish there was a way for me. I wish I had chains that I could rattle.
What?
This bit. Because that's the whole thing with the first ghost.
Oh, okay. Put in some chain sound effects, please.
Yeah, like.
Okay. Well, so I think I might have mentioned this before, but I am a huge fan of the story of Christmas Carol. It's one of my all-time favorite stories. I've seen nearly every adaptation of it, I should say. And this one, Principal Pixie Frog is Jacob Marley. I don't know. I get the vibes. I get them. But
it's funny though, considering that Principal Pixie Frog is essentially like a boss.
Well, I think what's funny, I think it works because the idea of Jacob Marley is that he is as bad as Scrooge or something. And I thought they were going to go for an angle where, like, Principal Pixie Frog, as we've talked before, is a lot closer to, like, kind of in the middle of animal culture and human culture, where, like, maybe Principal Pixie Frog is one of the few animals that actually celebrates Thanksgiving because he likes, like, human consumerism stuff.
He'll eat a turkey.
That would be, like, yeah, like, he'll eat a turkey. Like, it sounds like
he'll carve a carcass.
Yeah, he'll watch football. I thought that's kind of how they were going for.
God, he would. Yeah, the boys. Who's winning the game, boys? Who's winning the game, Warthog? Do you know who's winning? I don't like this game. I just came over because you would supply free food. I don't really get it either, PF. That's Maurice.
Poncherello, could you pass me a cold one?
I gotta say as an aside that, like, as they're talking about football, like, interspersed in this special, they make mention to real, like, life teams, like the Cleveland Browns, the Miami Dolphins, the New York Giants.
Yeah.
It kind of threw me off a bit.
You know, you can talk about them. There's no branding for those. Those
really?
are yeah. You can just talk about.
Those are public domain.
Yeah, those are public domain. You can this is a lie. I don't know if this is true or not.
I don't think that's true.
Legal advice with Gert.
And so what I want to say is you can use anything as long as the people that you're stealing it from don't find out that you're using it.
I agree. I like how Poncherello's arms were like wiggling around as he was because he's like a ghost. He's like, I'm not really Principal Pixie Frog. I'm the ghost.
I'm the ghost.
So he gets like wavy arms. I think he's a funny little goat.
He is
like covered in chains. It is funny the kind of gag they do with it. Like he's so small, he has all these chains wrapped around him, and
so heavy.
He says,
has to drag them.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you'll never escape your side dishes of sin, something like that.
You'll never understand, Lion. Not even if I told you. You'll never get it.
He does the standard affair of, like, warning that 3 ghosts are coming, yada yada. You know, Adam is doubtful. He's like, you know, I this is my favorite holiday, and, you know, nothing's gonna change my mind about it. And Principal Pixie Frog is, like, on the windowsill, like, kind of giving his final warning, and you just hear, like, a loud car honk from outside, and he's just like, hold on, Warthog. Like, give me a second.
Oh, and then like when he jumps down, his chains get stuck, and he says to Adam, "Oh, come on, help a brother out."
Does he mean that in the sense that Principal Pixie Frog is essentially human from his, like, you know, constant exposure to, like, the human world? He's just like, come on, help a brother out, Adam.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just because it's funny. I think it's just because it'd be funny. What if Principal Pixie Frog said, "Help a brother out," like a black person?
Oh God!
Adam drops the chains and, like, just kind of, like, walks away as Principal Pixie Frog falls to his second death as a ghost.
His ego death.
He's asleep, but he's awoken by the strike of the clown grandfather clock that Adam has for some reason.
God, how expensive do you think that was?
Incredibly. I mean, it's like Captain Clowny themed, and it's a grandfather clock.
God, I would love to, like, hear somebody's, like, thoughts, like, somebody who's, like, an antiquer, like, who, like, finds, like, really, like, old and just, like, special items like this and just kind of give an estimate, because, you know, a normal grandfather clock, that can be like $10,000. That can be that easily. But like, what I'm sure is like a unlimited supply, limited run Captain Clowny grandfather clock that screams at you. It must be incredibly expensive. And Adam just has it. That's why he doesn't have any furniture. He sold it all to get that stupid clock.
An antique clock.
Like, all he has now is like a really big, like, king-size bed and an antique Captain Clowny clock.
Oh. My theory for this like scene is like this is actually his like parents' room, and since they're like out of the house usually, like he just likes to sleep in this like big bed.
Why would they
on
be
this night before?
Why would they be out of the house on Thanksgiving though?
Well, you know, they work late, like as was proven in the sleepover episode.
You don't think they would take off?
No, like, you know, they probably like have the Thanksgiving day off, and that's
but not Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, not Thanksgiving night.
So,
what happened?
The first ghost? Who's the first ghost? See, why don't you tell me who's the first ghost? Tell me all about it.
Okay, so as you know, in the classic Christmas Carol format, Adam is visited by 3 ghosts, the first of which is the ghost of Thanksgiving past. And
how much does this hurt your throat?
This sounds like miserable, Seep. You don't have to do this.
No, I'm like the Crypt Keeper. I'm telling you the story.
Oh, the Crypt Keeper! I love that
guy! It's Ingrid, and she's like... she's in Adam's bed saying like,
"Oh, I was watching you, Adam, while you were asleep."
She has a blue glow. What would she call? What's like a pet name for Adam? Addy?
Addy. Until that big nasty clock woke you up. Looks like
I don't know what happened.
Shitty clock woke you from your
Ingrid is creepy as usual.
Yeah, Adam's like freaked out. He's like, "Oh, it's kind of creepy. What's wrong with you?"
She's just really evolved into an overt creep over this whole timeline, huh?
Before she didn't have a personality, and they didn't have that archetype yet, so.
Well, she was kind of a doormat character, but now
just very shy.
Yeah, I guess that is true. She was a bit of a little doormat.
little doormat.
But here she is now, you know, watching Adam sleep. You know, apparently she's been trying to like get this job, like doing anything to get this job, and now she has it, and so she can hug Adam to transport him to the Thanksgiving of yesteryear.
What did she say when? Wait, this made us cackle when we saw it. She was like,
"Here we go!"
she goes, "Here we go!" And then they like disintegrate.
Like obvious computer
After
pixelation
she turned into like points of light, and then they disintegrated.
with a Star Trek-esque like transporter sound effect, and then there they are.
And then they go to the first Thanksgiving, or no, it's not the first. Where do they go?
They go
to
Adam's Nana's house of a past Thanksgiving, and as they're looking through the window, Adam is just like, "Oh, this is like such a lovely memory." You know, this whole thing, you'll notice the trend here. The joke here is that it's kind of a reverse Christmas Carol, where instead of being like, you know, horrified or melancholy about, you know, the events of past, present, and yet to come, Adam is just like delighted. He's like having a great time. He's like, "Oh no, like this is fun," and even the ghosts are like, "Yeah, actually, I don't know what we're doing."
Thanksgiving's this is a pretty nice holiday.
And so he's like, yeah, there's my Nana. She's hugging me. Oh, my mom and dad are hugging me there. And Ingrid's like, okay, well, yeah, we never get to see him, of course. And they're just like, oh, well, maybe this isn't the right holiday, Thanksgiving I was meant to show you. Let's go even further back. And she takes him to when he was like a baby. And she's like, oh, look, you were trapped in this cage. It's like a crib. And I was
back
like,
in his
oh,
snow
no.
globe days.
Yeah, like in snow globe days. He's like, oh, no, this was lovely. This was the only time Carrie and I kissed. And I was like, what? Excuse me? And who should be in the little crib with baby Adam but a baby Carrie?
I knew there was a reason she didn't show up in the other finale.
They're saving it for baby Carrie.
They're saving it for baby Carrie at the very end.
So I guess they're like really old childhood friends.
I mean, that's always been like the implication. Like they mentioned in the surprise party episode, the supplies party, that they'd been like friends since like elementary school, and so I guess even further than that, they were just like baby friends.
Adam was an ugly baby.
Like nanas knew each other or something.
Why'd you have to comfort baby Adam like that?
I gotta say, these are like very lifeless looking animatronic babies.
Is this like Balloon Boy from Five Nights at Freddy's? This is a really bad scene. I don't know if we should talk about what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they like kiss. It's weird. They're babies. I don't know. Like they bump into each other and they like quote kiss.
And they throw up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, always stay classy, my gym partners.
Yeah, to the very bitter end, they managed to.
They like, I think that's like the only like gross out thing in this episode, actually, and it's like the worst one out of like the whole series. I think.
Honestly, I don't know. That one where they were selling candy door to door, and Jay, that was pretty gross.
Oh, when he was like wafting his butt, like
yes.
This one feels like gross and also like kind of like it's like weird. It's like two different kinds of gross at the same time.
Yeah.
Like at first it was kind of like, oh, this is okay, like because like the babies were kissing and it's like that's kind of weird.
It's like, this was my first kiss. I remember this somehow.
I remember it because it was such a impressionable moment for me, being a fucking baby in a crib.
And then like the throw up, and it all happened so quick, and it like passes, and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
That's like in a horror movie when like there's a scene with gore and like the what is it, the ESRB, whatever that is for movies, they say like, oh, you have to trim like 3 seconds from this, and we can lower it to a PG-13.
The scene.
I feel like they cut it a bit because it like you literally see her start to throw up and then like it almost immediately cuts out.
I think that makes it worse. It's just like
it seems a lot like Hereditary.
Oh my god, I'm not doing this. So they go back to Adam's room, and or he wakes up suddenly. I forget how it goes.
Yeah, he's waking up each time.
Yeah, now it's time for the ghost of Thanksgiving present, and
well, it's 2 ghosts actually.
Dude,
hey, dude.
I find this weird because the presentation of the ghosts has been a bit inconsistent. Like Principal Pixie Frog was transparent and had like a white glow around him.
Well, not all the ghosts in A Christmas Carol glowed.
I guess, but
they're all like apparently ghosts in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
like
this
Ingrid
is just Windsor
like
and Slips.
glowed blue. She wasn't transparent, but here it's just Windsor and Slips. It's just them. No glow, no pretense of them being ghosts. Well, except for the fact that Windsor like kind of berates like Slips, and then Slips is like, "Whoa, wait, I'm a ghost," and he just starts flying around the room
I find there's a funny line where Windsor's just like, "Yeah, Slips is about to be demoted to a phantom, so I'm like here to help him out a little bit."
I loved watching him fling around Adam's big empty room, going, "Whoa, dude, I'm flying!
This is crazy! Let's go!"
Yeah, they kind of take off. I want to say like Superman, Peter Pan style, like they're flying out of the window through the air, and like Adam is.
Well, they fly through the wall.
Yeah,
and
that's
like, and Adam crashes through it because he's not a ghost.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's like mortal peril. Like Windsor implies that like if he loses his grip on Slip's tails, he will die.
You won't see any other Thanksgivings ever
if you fall.
He starts screaming, and that's the commercial break.
Pizza Steve voice, Sam I Am, Pizza Steve, Ellen DeGeneres, Netflix, 20 million per episode, $1 million cartoon animated.
We can't talk about the Green Eggs
I
and Ham
forgot
cartoon
about
here.
the.
I think I will lose it.
Wait, the Green Eggs and Ham cartoon costed $20 million?
It was an incredibly expensive cartoon.
Man! They shouldn't have made it.
Incredibly expensive.
They really shouldn't have made it look like depression medication
commercial. Yeah, it looks like a depression medication commercial with like the lighting and shit.
Very expensive.
Oh, don't get me started on the theme song of that stupid show. Watch me backflip, let me work my magic.
If you wanna know how to party,
what does backflipping have to do with Green Eggs and Ham?
I thought the theme song went something like, "I can't do this all on my own."
What is that from?
What is
I'm
that?
no Superman who. Wee!
Oh, Scrubs?
Yeah!
Scrubs?
Yeah, that's what the. That's what
I'm no Superman. Ooh.
Is it like a Weezer joke? Where are we going? I feel like you're taking me on a ride.
That's what it's like! Rene, have you never watched Scrubs? Green Eggs and Ham is essentially the same.
Green Scrubs and Ham.
You haven't even watched Green Eggs and Ham, Gert. You can't say that.
You haven't watched Green Eggs and Ham.
Listen, my roommate Will and my best friend and my roommate Will, he was watching Green Eggs and Ham, and I watched a little bit of it. And
wait, can you bring Will in the room real quick?
I guess so. Will! Here's the mic, Will. You don't have to get too close.
Hi, what's going on?
Hey, Will, I have a question about about the TV. I mean, the Netflix cartoon series, Green Eggs and Ham.
Oh.
No, Green Eggs and Ham.
Okay.
So you've watched the cartoon, correct?
Yeah, I've watched the whole thing.
Okay, so my question is, how apt do you think the theme song about doing backflips is for the theme and central message of the cartoon adaptation of Dr. Seuss's book Green Eggs and Ham?
In regards to what?
How apt is the theme song where he repeats that he wants you to watch him backflip? How well do you think that encompasses the general thesis of the cartoon Green Eggs and Ham based on the book by Dr. Seuss?
I'll say this. I don't think I saw a single backflip.
Thank you, my
Well, there you have it.
There we go.
I hope I've been helpful.
I hope everybody enjoyed that. That was my roommate Will. He knows a lot about Green Eggs and Ham, I guess.
So they crash into the school after flying around, and they're in the auditorium, and it's kind of eerie in a way. It feels very David Lynch.
Because they're just like in this auditorium alone, and Adam's just like with these like apparently ghosts of Slips and Windsor, and then before him on the stage there's the faculty playing out a Thanksgiving dinner.
There's like a line where, you know, Windsor Slips like, "Oh, the show's about to start," and Adam makes a meta
it's about
joke
to start.
like,
You ready? Ready. Popcorn?
No.
Popcorn? Cheese. Root beer with red licorice straw? Right here. Maybe it's time we made a new movie. Good idea, Scoob. Oh, but first we need a trailer. Oh, can you do the trailer guy voice? Let me in a world. In a world destroyed by evil.
See, I want to know how long you were planning to recite that for.
I wasn't. That was completely impulsive.
I knew that it was impulsive. I could feel it.
I can't believe you know that so well.
It's so funny that you just know it by heart. It's like your little special song.
When are we gonna get the Windsor and Slips version?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The trailer's about to start, dude.
You got the popcorn?
I swallowed water wrong. This is my penniless punishment.
This is what I deserve.
So, we're in an empty auditorium with just Adam watching on this blatant mockery of Thanksgiving. We have the school faculty at the table reenacting a Thanksgiving. Mr. Mandrill goes, I don't know, they're just praying. They're Catholic, I guess. Mr. Mandrill, like, ad-libs a bit and goes into a bit of a Shatner impression. Oh, what light doth window break? But
no ad-libbing.
No ad-libbing, Miss Chameleon chides. So they just go on talking about how, another day of Thanksgiving where we eat a lot of food and we're forced to mingle and talk with family that we haven't seen in a while, and they're like trying to make it sound like really monotone and bad.
Yeah.
But it's like clearly a good thing in Adam's eyes. Like he's just like, yeah, this is just stuff I already knew that I liked. I don't really see what's like wrong with Thanksgiving.
Even Coach Gill is like, she like kind of stops and she's like, yeah, Miss Chameleon, I don't know about this like script. Like I think I can't make sound like taking naps and like eating food sound bad. Like this sounds cool.
Like this sounds like a pretty good deal.
So, this is like the last we see of the faculty members, really, right?
Yeah, you're right, it is.
That's so sad.
So, Mr. Blowhole is dead, right?
Yeah, that's right. He's dead.
I mean,
no, wait, no. We see him in the whole zoo world.
Where? You saw him?
Wait, did we see him?
No, he got blown up last time we saw him, I'm pretty sure.
No, hold on. I got.
Well, when was the last time that we see Lupe?
I thought he might have been there, like, in the big, like, the wide shot where, like, they were showing, like, the island and, like, there was, like, people, like, skiing and stuff. I thought he meant, but
maybe.
But no, I think you're right. I think he wasn't there.
I feel like I would have like jumped for joy if I saw him there.
Let me see let me check my screenshots.
We got it.
The evidence is there.
All right, let's check this file very.
Yeah, I don't think we see him.
Wow. Okay.
So canonical death, Mr. Blowhole. I hope you're happy, y'all. You hate his like whale noises so much. There he goes.
Oh,
I didn't hate.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was like quite pleasant actually. But there, he's gone.
Oh man,
retcon.
He's not gone, Rene.
When's Mr. Blowhole gonna upload a new ASMR video? It's been a few weeks. I'm getting kind of worried about him.
Oh man, do you think we gotta get a new one within like the next 2 weeks?
I can't believe Mr. Blowhole's gone. And, now that you brought it up that was the last time we saw the faculty, it makes them, like, how they disappear in an almost, ghostly way feel bad.
The way that they just pop away.
Well, I mean, isn't that kind of how it is sometimes, right? Like, people are in your lives, and then one day they're not, and it's not a lot of fanfare, and it's not a lot of, grandiose, stuff. You don't really get a proper goodbye, but they're gone, and that's the last time you ever see them. So what I'm saying is that I wasn't, I was expecting a kind of grander farewell for, our Mr. Mandrill, our Warthog, our
Coach Gill?
Our Coach Gill. Not the other one, though.
Not you.
not,
you know who you are.
But, they're just gone. I guess series wrap on them. Goodbye.
Adam has to walk all the way back to his house.
Oh, yeah, because Slips and Windsor also disappeared.
They're just like, we're gonna figure out our own Thanksgiving dinner. You're gonna have to walk home. Sorry.
And with this, you would think it would be his last night. It's his time to get some good sleep. But there's one more ghost that you can't just press the snooze button on that grandfather song, Adam Lion.
The snooze button on his wall next to the clock.
Don't touch that dial now.
Did they lose the lamp? Well, no. I don't know. It's still weird that his room is so empty. His snooze button is just like a cartoon Dexter's Lab button on the wall that says snooze next to it. It's so we just need this for one gag. Let's just draw a button on his wall.
Reality is coming undone. It's just the laws of this world have stopped making sense. There's no rhyme or reason to the geometry, to the laws of physics. We just have empty, widening and shrinking rooms that hold nothing or hold something. It's terrifying. This does feel like the end of Evangelion.
Oh, Rene with the anime references.
No, but you were actually right, Gert. This is the internal.
This is like the end of the anime Evangelion, and the other one was this is the metaphorical end, and the last one was the physical end.
So, who else? But to end it off with, but the ghost of Thanksgiving yet to come.
Adorned in a Grim Reaper-like robe, he appears before our Adam Lion, pointing and talking a lot, which is that's the joke. It's Jake. Jake is Thanksgiving yet to come.
And he's like, "Hey, Adam!"
Deal out of it being like, "Oh."
Usually you're not supposed to talk during these, but who wants to hear the ghost talking all the time? Oh, God, that must get so annoying. Always talking in an annoying voice.
Oh, that was great, Tom. We'll use that.
Mr. Kitty, that was amazing.
He always does well.
He keeps talking. That's his thing, because usually, it's like Stinky Pete as the big. The ghost of the Christmas yet to come. He doesn't talk. He just has a big.
Stinky Pete.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Mickey's Christmas Carol. I'm talking about Pete when he was like, "Oh, Ebenezer."
Is that the only Christmas Carol you've seen?
That's the one I've seen the most. It is. It's the one I've seen the most. All right. Are you gonna judge me for that? You gonna judge me for watching Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol as a child?
I'm not gonna judge you for it, because for some reason, even though it's the one I've seen the least, the Christmas Carol that I immediately think of is the one with the characters from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
I watched that one. That one, it was all right. I don't know. You can't keep talking about what happens in the episode. Come on, guys.
Well, Jake, he's talking a lot about being the ghost of Thanksgiving yet to come. It's so hard. He can't talk. He's just talking, and Adam has this really pained, bored face.
Every time it cuts back to Adam, he looks progressively more just drained.
He's just
looks like he aged 15 years.
Yeah.
Forgot to tell you, Adam. Being around ghosts reduces your lifespan.
But so like after a while, like Adam just decides, you know what, Jake? I'm like, if you ghosts are gonna keep me up, I'm gonna be productive and do some last minute Thanksgiving shopping for my mom. And so you see, reasonable why they would be not there during the night of Thanksgiving Eve. I gotta say, this, it adds to the dreamlike atmosphere. Just, you ever go to like a grocery store, like a Walmart or a Publix at like the late hours? There's barely anyone there. It's like
yes,
of course.
Hours.
That's like when I shopped. Usually was late at night.
Well,
what time is it supposed to be right now in this episode?
Probably like, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe 2. Who knows?
What's this mama doing with her baby?
Oh yeah, there's like a mom and her baby at the grocery store.
I fucking swear though, I have seen people like with their kids at the grocery store like 3 in the morning. Like I've seen people like go to the grocery store or like Walmart and they just have like their little kid like running behind them. It's like, I guess so. That's a baby. You gotta keep the baby with you.
Yeah. Why do they see a baby though? What's a baby doing at a shopping mart? At this new shopping mart background? Is this a new background?
Again? It might not be.
I think it might. Maybe
we could have seen.
It looks different enough. Like it's got like a lot of like props to it.
Why have both of these finales had shop?
It reflects humanity, the consumerist soul of humanity.
Their constant hunger for capitalism and suckling the breast of the economy.
I don't know what that was.
That's exactly what it is.
So Adam's getting like all the fixins, the whipped cream and whatnot, and he goes to Jake. Jake's like, "Oh, what? You're getting whipped cream for pumpkin pie and like mashed potatoes and gravy?" And like Jake's like, "Well, wow, I didn't know you get to eat all this stuff." And they go on to have a great Thanksgiving montage where they get all these delicious foods and it looks so great and it's just propaganda.
Well, I mean, there's some good food to be had during the Thanksgiving days.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Gert, could you break me off some of that tail?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you didn't finish that.
Delicious.
I'm sorry.
Let me just cut this. Let me just.
Be careful. There's like a really tough tendon in the middle of it, and it's kind of hard to like get through. Here, use my steak knife.
Oh, thank you. Let me just. Tough one. Wow.
So this montage is so lavishly done. It's like
there's a lot of love in it.
Yeah, the raw passion for such a wonderful holiday that I have no qualms with whatsoever.
This beautiful, that represents the roots of our nation, our beautiful country. Oh, family and togetherness. Oh, buying turkey. The meat industry. Oh, dairy products.
Well, hold up there. Turkey. That's they come to the end of their montage and it's
that's
like,
right.
Well, the last thing we need to get is a Thanksgiving turkey. And Jake kind of just like furrows his brow. Adam's like, where's the turkey aisle? The frozen meats aisle. He just furrows his brow and he's like, aisle 13. Just like very morose, and it's like you don't realize it right now, Adam, as you're saying it. Just okay, gonna go pick up that turkey. They go into the frozen meat section. It's all misty and cold, like death. It's Adam's getting visions of like the people in the past saying the stuff about like, animals don't like Thanksgiving. Why do you think animals don't like Thanksgiving, Adam?
Think. What about Thanksgiving? Could it be that every single animal, every zoo animal would not like?
Earth to Adam!
They come up to what looks like a very large gravestone, but which is actually like a poster board for advertising.
Really inexpensive poultry.
Yep.
Really, really inexpensive. You know, that's a lie. I mean, like, that turkey costs money.
Well, maybe it's like it's a half off sale on Thanksgiving turkeys. I mean, are many people buying it? Like, I guess on like Thanksgiving Eve at 3 a.m. Like maybe you could have a sale. I don't know how Thanksgiving works. I've never carved for the turkey. Lynn. Okay, I'm gonna prepare the turkey.
We always go back to him.
That's the Bob's Burgers Thanksgiving episodes. Those are like
I
classic.
know.
Did anyone else feel like this ending was kind of weird and didn't make a lot of sense?
Oh, well, where they like do
what follows the icy realization that Adam has about.
Yeah, so I feel like they probably weren't allowed to straight up say like, oh, turkey is real animals, and that's what like they dance around that, right? Like they don't expressly say like, oh, the animals don't like Thanksgiving because it's turkey.
They don't like
being
eaten.
Yeah, they don't like being eaten. Like they never flat out say that, but that's what Adam kind of comes to the conclusion of.
Well, I feel like that's the joke though, right? The joke is like, oh, that's like the obvious answer to this problem, and they're just like they keep avoiding it because it's like, oh, you know, like
funny twist ending.
Funny twist.
This twist doesn't really make a ton of sense, though. I agree. Like,
yeah.
Well, let's talk about it a little. Let's get into the scenery here.
Well, first we gotta get into like, you know, the obligatory like scene for any Christmas Carol knockoff.
Oh my god, this was my favorite part. I was like, please let them have recreated this, please. And Adam, you know, bursts from his bed, goes to the window, and he like throws the panels open, and he's like in a kind of like fake British accent.
Hello.
Hello. Wonderful morning. And he points at Bull Sharkowski, who's just like walking down the street, and he's like you boy, and Bull Sharkowski's just like, what?
I better find you, boy. I'm gonna come up there and beat your ass. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, he like throws a shilling at him, tells him to go get like a turkey. You know, the scene from Christmas Carol where Scrooge is, you know, throws up some money at a boy.
You were
He's like, is
so
that
excited.
prize turkey? I was so excited because I think that scene's hysterical. It's so in every adaptation of a Christmas Carol. It's such a funny part, even in my absolute favorite one, which I feel is like. It's like really classic. It's real like the whole movie's really respectable. And then like right here at the end, it's just like Scrooge just be like, ah, wonderful boy, wonderful, just wonderful. Can you get me that turkey? Yes. And if you come here, you know, like if you come here within 5 minutes, I'll give you even more. And then the boy's like, oh right, Mr. Scrooge, and you know, like,
oh yeah, I'll do it, Mr. Scrooge. While you're being uncharacteristically nice today.
And then he goes over to the guy's house. He's like, oh, hello, Mr. Scrooge. What brings you here? Oh, and he acts all serious. I always love that where he's like, hello. I thought I told you to come in. No, I thought I told you to come into work today. Oh, Mr. Scrooge, you said I could have the day off.
Toys.
And then he said, joy to the children are here. Oh my God, time with you. Christmas Day.
Jesus
anyway,
Christ.
There's a funny line, you know, what Gert was saying where Bull Sharkowski is so affronted by Adam throwing money at him. And he's like, I'd come up there and kick your... And then Adam closes the window.
He's like, oh, what a good day for Christmas. I mean, Thanksgiving.
That's a good bookend to like the opening sequence, kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nick.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nick.
But Adam thinks he has the solution. He shows up to where are they? Like one of the habitats?
One of the enclosures. It looks like Windsor's enclosure from the looks of it.
I like how you know it all too well.
Oh, it's just so.
But okay, so Adam's like, look, so I finally realized what was the problem. Why you all you animals hate Thanksgiving, and it's because we eat turkey. So I made a little something that we could all eat, and not have to worry about eating turkey this Thanksgiving. And he like opens it up, and it's a tofu turkey, and oh no, tofu. It's gross.
Oh, tofu is so disgusting.
It's nasty vegan food.
Lupe screams and explodes, and then
that's the last time we see her.
That freaks me out. She just explodes and her beak falls down on the table, and like that's it.
Ow, my beak.
Ow.
No, they're not. The reason why animals do not like Thanksgiving is not because of the turkey. It's because of parades.
They hate Macy's.
Oh, okay. You know, they hate the floats.
Yeah, no reason given, not even like a bullshit reason given. Like literally not even a bullshit reason.
They literally just hate the floats. That's like the thing.
Because they're animals. Like if you watch the
Well, they don't even say that.
Yeah, well, like if you rewatch the episode, they're saying like, "Oh, we're animals and we don't like Thanksgiving," and they put emphasis on that. But it doesn't make sense if you actually know the twist. It's like they wanted to have the twist, but like they couldn't like think of an actual reason, but they did it anyway.
Yeah, it's like all signs are pointing to we don't like the turkey, and then the joke is, oh no, they just don't like the parades, but literally nothing indicated that at all, and they didn't even say anything stupid like, oh, because there's a bunch of animal parade floats and we find that offensive or whatever. They didn't even try.
No, they didn't say anything. There's no joke. We didn't even see a parade. Like
no,
not a single fucking parade. It was just like, oh yeah, we actually just don't like the parade.
Okay. They all enjoy their Thanksgiving dinner. Like ignoring the parades, and they have a good time. Principal Pixie Frog is there, still is stuck in a tree in chains. He says, what does he say? Something about.
He does the whole rhyming thing again, and he's like, oh, we just don't like parades, and we're happy to say, Mom, pass the gravy. That's the last line in the series.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Sorry, I just thought about it, and it gave me a shock. It gave me an electroshock.
Is your heart hurting, Gert?
My heart's a little achy.
That's it. That's the whole program.
That's the last episode. It's over.
Lupe and who? Mr. Blowhole. They're completely. Their mass has been dispersed. They're gone.
Now, what I was gonna say was that I read like the episode description on Wikipedia for this episode a long time ago. Like when we were first doing this podcast. And when I read it, I read the description, and it was just it spoiled it for me. Where it's they do a Christmas Carol thing, and Adam tries to figure out why they all hate Thanksgiving, and it turns out it's because of the parade floats. And when I read that, I honest to God thought it was just gonna be Animus Part 2, where it was just gonna be so unbearable with its you don't understand, Adam, because you're a human and you don't know anything and you suck, and
you thought it was just gonna be that. You thought it was just gonna be
we just like to piss on a rock, and that's the thing. Oh, the Animus special was so egregious with that one. But here they don't really focus on that. Yes, they do repeat it, and Adam is very egotistical with talking about Thanksgiving. He's a real big jerk about it, but it's presented more so as just a parody of A Christmas Carol that just so happens to be about Thanksgiving.
And it's kind of role reversal too. Instead of Adam being confused by Adam being confused by a animal, tradition, it's the animals learning about something from Adam's side and actually being like interested in not a like horrible way. They're just like, oh no, yeah, like this all sounds nice. Thanksgiving's not so bad. We'll partake. It's no biggie. They still like the parades.
Yeah, we kind of just thought that Thanksgiving was like just parades. Like, it's fine, actually, except the parades. So we're not doing that. But yeah, pass the gravy.
Why
would animals have problems with like eating other animals though?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking something was fishy. 'Cause they're not even like farm animals. They're zoo animals. No one's gonna eat a spider monkey. By the way, could you pass me some of that? What's left? Does anybody want the last finger?
I have a knee. You want the knee?
There's still a little bit of pulled pork left. Well, it's not pulled pork, but
pulled Jake.
It's a little bit of the rump.
Yeah, could you pass me a cheek?
Yeah.
As we're digesting, I thought I would open up this the mailbox. It's a little full. We have a few things here to talk about. Rene, why don't you talk about our first fan art?
All right, let me go here. We got this fan art from Gmail actually through our Gmail, which is like
the Gmail,
the one and only. Just so like that was a bit of a interesting thing. This is actually a sim creation from Liam. They have a description here for these Adam and Carrie Sims. They're older. They've grown. They've learned. And allow me to read of this description here. All right. Okay, here we go. After finally graduating from Animal High School, wild things have been going on with Adam Lyon's life. He's now married to his dream girl, Carrie, and making good use of his degree by working with wild animals at the zoo. However, Adam's been going through some feral and serious phases having to do with monkey butts and not attending those normal human schools anymore. Luckily, Carrie will always support him, no matter what.
No matter what.
I love that you made Adam and Carrie Sims. I love this.
It's a shame that we couldn't cover up the eye of Carrie.
Yeah. It would be more authentic that way, but beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, I'm sure there wasn't an option for that, and I'm happy that this is the result.
They get to live on. This is our My Gym Partner's a Monkey future.
Can't wait for My Gym Partner's a Monkey future to come out later next year, and to star Elijah Wood as Adam Lyon.
So thank you for that.
Thank you. This next one is a gift from Ready to Start the podcast Twitter at Ready to Start Cast. This caption says, "What is this? A crossover episode?" And it's a lovely little video of us here at My Gym Partners a Podcast and the cast and the hosts from Ready to Start the podcast in Paper Mario style, and there's a paper bag Jake who's burst forward. It's a very lovely video. I highly recommend checking it out.
I love Lucy Mario.
Yeah, I really do like Lucy Me. We have Rene is like Spike.
Lucy you? Did you just say Lucy?
Yeah, Lucy Me. Sorry. I really do enjoy Lucy Mario, and I like how Gert is just a blooper.
That's
and Rene is a Spike.
Form. Yeah.
Much thanks. Shout outs to our sister podcast, Ready to Start Cast.
Is this are we the official Monkey Show sister podcast?
Well, technically, I think we talk about our cartoon boyfriend is our sister podcast, and then y'all are like cousin podcast.
I guess so.
Well, we could have sister podcasts.
Our sisters podcast.
Yeah, our sister location. By the way, check out the episodes. I don't know which episodes. I think it's like episode 2 and episode 4, or 5. 5, where you, Lucy, and you, Rene, you've both guest starred.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I wasn't invited.
No, yeah, we're not gonna make that mistake. But yeah.
Oh, please invite me to the podcast.
If you want to hear me talk, I think I talked about like Paper Mario and probably DuckTales.
Yeah.
In episode 2.
I didn't talk about anything. My gym partner's a monkey, and I just talked about like funny dogs from movies. So if you want to hear my thoughts on those,
and if you want to hear me on that podcast, just make sure to
write in the comments.
Write in the Startcast. Tell them you want Gert.
Yeah,
please.
We stream it live at twitch.tv/RyanRibbity. And it's live. We read the chat, so just come on in, yell at us if you want Gert to be on the show, and maybe we'll read it.
All right, Gert, will you talk about this next one?
I will. I will. This next one was sent in by Jacobus. I like the name. At my gym partner's a podcast. I created this fucking account to post this image of Long Jake attempting to steal your soul. Have had a great time listening to this podcast and remembering the stupid show. Y'all are fondy.
Aww.
Oh, funny. Yeah, thank you. I like this Jake. I like how clean the line art is on it, and
it's nicely detailed. It's a very like this is the Long Jake. You look at that and it's like, yeah, that's Long Jake, all right. Is this Jake's brother actually?
It could be, or maybe it's like
it could be his clone.
His brother could be just what Jake is destined to become.
What if one of the clones just like Jake accepted it as his brother, and that is like who was like his brother in the high school episode?
How did they reset the aging process?
I don't know. It's bullshit.
Jake knows a guy.
This is a really nice, like, terrifying image of Jake, who holds power over us. And thanks for making this Twitter account just to post this. It's a lot, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for this next official Mind Your Partner's a Monkey future design.
I love it.
It's just what they did to Stephen. They kind of stretched him out.
I'm going to read a comment now from Captain Scurvy's Blender. When Funny Kurt Meat Wad Man, I'm assuming that means Seep, introduced me to this podcast, I wondered why anyone would spend their time dissecting a show as unremarkable as this one. Then, after giving this podcast a shot, not only did I enjoy every minute of it, but it also opened up a new appreciation for mediocrity. Thanks for the memories. May we meet again. Thank you so much. That's very lovely.
Someday, I'm sure, we will meet on the battlefield.
Wait a second. Am I Funny Kirby Meatwad Man?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you are.
Is that what people think of me as?
No!
Well, apparently, because we got this other comment from Carrie Shmiska that says, I found this series through one of the Seep animations, and I'm glad to have laughed and smiled through all the episode before it ended. If you guys are reading this, I want to say thank you for opening a nostalgic chapter in the book of my memory. Whatever you guys do next, I hope it'll be just as funny and amazing as this. Thank you.
Well, shucks. Thank you.
I want to give thanks to everybody who's like followed this show from the beginning, who's followed it halfway through, who's like just caught up like at the very tail end here. It's it's been a wild ride ever since Gert suggested we do a podcast about a mediocre monkey show that even is like the lesser of the other Cartoon Network monkey show that most people know. It's kind of amazing, this journey we've gone on. Do we want to say some words about just like where this has brought us?
I think we should go down the line. Let's see. Why don't you start us off, because I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know. What can I say about it? How could I possibly sum this up? What did you start?
Well, you're gonna have to do it. So wrap it up.
Well, like this. When did you start this, in 2018? Like November. So that's like almost 2 years now. Yeah. I don't know what to say, really. It's before this podcast started, like, you know, I guess I'd have the same experience with the cartoon as anyone else really could. Like, oh, it's just this weird show I kind of remember watching as a kid, but like only very specific horrifying moments from it. But it's been really interesting just going through the entirety of a show and like dissecting each step of it with other people, you know, listening to you divulge your thoughts on it, and also me getting a chance to put my own 2 cents in it. And it's just really great. I mean, it's not, honestly, I don't think it's fully hit me yet. I think this is one of those things that just one day, like in the next month, I'm just gonna realize, like, oh man, that's it. That's all the episodes of the Monkey Show. You know?
Okay. Oh. Well, thank you for being with us for so long.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All the way through.
Thank
you.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you, Stupor, our original fan.
I guess I will say that my main takeaway from this has been, I've been very surprised at how kind of pedantic and nitpicky I can be about a single cartoon. Like, when you're really forced to look at something and really think about 11 minutes worth of cartoon, right, at a time, you really have to think about every step of the way, every decision made by the show, style-wise, like writing-wise. Like, that was a team of people who like worked together for probably months to make something like this happen, and it's so easy to just tear it apart in like an hour, right? You know, like how we do sometimes.
Like, the truth about this is, each one of these had no accidents, I'm sure. Well, maybe like some, but like for the most part, a cartoon's a long, arduous process, like, to create one, and it turned out this way, for better or for worse, with like with purpose.
There's a reason that it's this cartoon that teeters on the edge of memorable and forgettable, and there's no telling which way it'll tip sometimes. I've watched every single episode of this show. I've talked about every single episode of this show for like hours, and there are still moments where I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot that happened, or I don't remember that episode even a little bit, because it's such a up and down show. It's a roller coaster, and that's what made it so much fun. It's bizarre, it's gross, it's weird, it's completely forgettable, and also very memorable. And I think I will, you know, moving on, it's a little sad, but I don't think I have much. Honestly, I'm having trouble talking about the actual show in more specifics, because I honestly just think I have said everything I possibly could about this show. If you want to know my opinion about this show, listen to the podcast. It's all there. It's all written out. I've really enjoyed everyone who's been on the podcast, and Gert and Rene specifically. Y'all are like my best friends. I can't imagine doing this, like, all of the episodes with anybody else. And that's all.
God, I feel the same way. Rene, would you like to give your words, or should I?
Go ahead and give your words. I got something percolating.
Okay. So, this cartoon, My Gym Partner's a Monkey, as we've said a million times before, it's one of those shows that's so forgettable yet so memorable. And it's not the only cartoon like that from these years. There are a lot that, you know, there are a lot of cartoons that I probably just kind of, you know, watched just because it was on, because I was a kid and stuck at home and there's nothing else really to do. And I picked My Gym Partner's a Monkey. I find that show, out of all of those, like, weird, sort of, you know, gross, whatever shows on Cartoon Network, to be my favorite of those. Because it wasn't weird like the other ones where it stuck around for kind of, like, it didn't stick around for just, like, maybe a year or, like, a couple of months. It stuck around for a pretty long time, and also, I'm pretty sure I liked the show when I was younger. Like, it was probably a cartoon that I, like, was very fond of, because I kept up with it. But it's kind of weird, though, even though I was fond of it, and I did watch a lot of it. It stuck with me, but it didn't, you know, it didn't really make me any more myself than, like, cartoons maybe like SpongeBob or just yeah, Squirrel Boy or all those. It didn't really add anything to that, but I still appreciate it as a piece of media that is just so, like, strangely, like, it's so itself. It's so, like, oh, this is the animal show. This is the animal show that's, like, really gross for whatever reason. And I don't know what else to say, really. Like, it hasn't hit me yet how this has been 2 or so years. We've just been talking about this every 2 weeks or every week. And it's gonna be kind of sad to, like, walk away from a project. Like, I feel so much more attached to this than I think I do the actual show. And yeah. but also I do feel sad walking away from, like, this kind of, like, community that we've created that revolves around My Gym Partner's a Monkey. I've really enjoyed, more than even us talking about it, I've enjoyed, like, seeing, like, comments and art on, like, Twitter and stuff of people just, like, talking about it independently from us, because it's just such a funny thing to be talking about in the year 2020. And I hope it continues somewhat. I hope that people keep the spirit of our Lord and Savior, Jake Spider-Monkey, in their hearts, and I hope they continue to, like, get some sort of satisfaction out of this mediocre show, because I feel like we've sapped as much as we could out of it, and I'm happy we did it. I'm happy that we got this far. I'm happy that we finished every episode, and I'm excited for whatever me and my pals, y'all, that's y'all. That's not y'all that I'm talking to out in the audience, but my friends here. But I guess y'all too. Everybody. I'm excited to see what we're going to be doing next. 'Cause, you know, there will be something. It might be a bit, but I feel it in our nature to come back to something like this, because I don't know about y'all, but I've been having a good time, and it's been nice, like, talking about this with talking.
Thank you. That's lovely.
All right. Well, that's my piece, Rene.
All right. I guess here's the final Rene rant.
All right, here we go. I'm ready.
The podcast. You know, this is everyone's been saying it, but this has been a weird ride. Just turning a show like this, My Gym Partner's a Monkey, into like a 50-odd some episode podcast. Just talking about it. It really like colors like the way you perceive the show. Just like the way it like impacts you and the stuff. There's a lot of ways to watch media and consume it and enjoy it. And I think this was like a really transformative way for all of us, for us here on the podcast and for people out there to like see it for the first time and enjoy it in a different way, in a group sort of setting with some camaraderie, just like looking at the absurdity of this show and like sharing in that, like, man, remember this? Wasn't this weird? Oh man, that's kind of like, that was funny actually. There's some good points to this show. Oh, that part really sucked. Just this communal way of experiencing this show has like been really beneficial to us and me, I think. When I was like first like part of this podcast, I was really excited to just like overanalyze this show, do like what like people were doing for like Steven Universe and stuff, like, you know, like examining like a show like as like high art, but for something like My Gym Partner's a Monkey. And I gotta say, you know, it does leave you with something. It leaves you with like a feeling like, man, there was a journey here. Like it's not a good show by any means. It's not a bad show. But like there was a journey to get to the end of here, and like you can see it in the show. You can see like the characters, like it or not, they do evolve. We joke about this like having a Steven Universe like narrative, but I mean, the whichever way, good or bad, the characters do change, and like the attitude of the show changes. The events that happen within it goes from like, you know, just regular what you would expect human at an animal school, kind of like half-assed social messages about like, you know, what have you, any like school problems or like maybe some unnecessary social commentary. Then it transforms into, we've been doing this show for a while. We got these characters. Let's live here with these characters and just like see them grow. See how like Jake becomes an elder god within the show, like we've been like predicting, to like just, you know, Adam's little like funny monkey friend that like they have like somewhat of a real relationship that we see.
As many jokes that we've made about Jake Spider Monkey being some kind of strange like eldritch god, you're right, Rene. I think coming out of this, he's just going to be like that little funny monkey that we made a podcast about.
And a delicious roast beef. Oh no, pass me some of that gizzard.
Yeah, let me. Oh man, the brains are almost out. But
Well, thank you so much, Seat, for coming to our Thanksgiving meal. Let me show you to the door, real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, till next time, Seat.
Yeah, till next time. Sorry I couldn't secure that interview with Julie Cahill.
You tried your best.
I did try my best.
Thank you, Seat. Well, I guess we should start clearing the table then, yeah? Putting away the dishes.
Well, cleaning the sheet on the ground. We don't really have a table, but...
I'm taking back these plates.
Hey, I just noticed we have some, like, more messages on our answering machine.
Huh. Those weren't there before.
Yeah, let's take a listen.
Hi. Do you know how hard it is to talk through a printer machine? I just wanted to say, thank you for having me in this very weird project, even if I hate Monkey Show with all my heart. It was very fun, and thank you for having my 10-minute doodles as the very small preview images. It's been all really good. I have to draw more, and it's a fantastic thing, even if the topic is so evil. It's all good. It's all good. I love you all. Goodbye. Good night. Thank you.
Oh, well, that was sweet. Let's see. We got another one from Claire.
The risk of getting too sappy or running like way too long, I'm gonna keep this as concise as I can. But it's been an extreme pleasure to see you guys run through something as niche and silly as my gym partner's a monkey, and to do so with so much passion. The thing is, like, passion and excitement is super contagious, and so people love to see other people doing that, having fun. And the fact that you guys were able to reignite interest in a cartoon from the aughts, I mean, everyone forgot about it. It's not exactly the pietà, is a very special thing, and I mean that earnestly. That takes a lot of skill. I love all you guys, and I'm glad that I got to have a small part in something this fun. So I'm very excited to see what projects you all tackle next, and you have my full support along the way. Let's hang out soon.
Okay. Well, gee.
Uh-huh.
That was nice.
Shucks.
Oh, here's one from Niall.
God. Hi. How's it going, you three? So, turns out that 150-foot drop down a trap door over 3 times is not really good for the body. I don't know if I'm getting out of here, but, you know, even now, as I lie here at the bottom of this terrible, terrible dark chasm with Gert's Children of the Underdark feasting on my legs at this very second, I think about how you three have gotten together a few times a month for the past 2 years to discuss a show about a dumpy little kid and a monkey who talks about his butt for 10 minutes of the 11-minute runtime. Now that seems pretty silly, and it is. And I don't know why really you did it in the first place, but spending time with your friends a couple times a month to discuss something that you're all passionate about in a fun way and entertaining each other, that's not silly. That's actually pretty damn cool.
Oh,
damn cool.
Good luck on whatever the heck you're doing next. I don't know what your plans are, but I think there's a lot of people here listening right now who are anxious to hear it. I know I am. So, good job.
Do you think he's all right?
I should tell.
Should we?
I should tell Niall about the ladder.
We should tell him about the ladder.
He really got it. But that was really sweet.
Looks like we got another one. God.
Hey guys, so I just got back from Bohug's appendix removal surgery. It was great, you know, and we got a great deal too. I'm really sorry that I had to leave the dinner so quickly. It was just really important for me to be there for him, you know. I care about him like a son.
Of course, of course.
But that's beside the point. I didn't really get to say all the things I really wanted to say at that dinner, because it sort of felt like, you know, a proper reunion and a culmination of all the things that we've done together. So I'm gonna say this now. I am so incredibly proud of what you guys have done here. The initial idea to make a podcast talking about each and every episode of My Gym Partner is a Monkey is incredible, by the way. You started out with a fantastic foundation, but then you just made it so special in its own thing. You know, everyone's like, oh, let's do a podcast. I mean, yeah, but this is a really special podcast. And I'm so grateful to have been on an episode about it, even if it was an episode about Mr. Hornbill, arguably one of the worst characters on the show.
He sucks so much.
He's really
That wasn't
bad.
a very good deal for me. But it was so much fun, and I love just talking and laughing with you guys just about the absurdity of my gym partner's a monkey. And now we're at the end of that. Because, you know, unfortunately for all of us, my gym partner's a monkey is a finite thing. I know if it were up to all of us, it would have gone on indefinitely, forever. And then this podcast would have gone on forever and it wouldn't have to end, and it does. And here we are. It truly feels like an end of an era for a lot of us, but I know especially for you three, it really is. You've been working your JT Spider Monkey butts off on this thing, and it really shows. And like I said, I am just so incredibly proud of all of you, of what you've created. And my gym partner is a podcast. If you ever have another Thanksgiving dinner, I'd love to join. And I'll try to actually bring proper food and not raw chicken that I wrestled with a raccoon like 5 minutes before getting in. And I won't schedule a surgery for my son the day after because the deals were just too enticing, even though they are extremely enticing. You should check out. You get a punch card at the hospital, you know that, right?
Shit.
Anyway,
Huh.
going off topic, I'll close with this. I'm so happy to have met you guys through this. I'm so happy to have been a part of this amazing and wonderful, crazy, absurd thing. I'm sad to see it go, but I think the conclusion that we've all made together is a truly wonderful thing. And like I've said over and over 1,000 times, I'm just so incredibly proud of you. I have to, sorry, I have to go pray to our Lord and Savior, JT Spider Monkey now. Because if I don't pray to him at least once every 5 minutes, he's gonna damn my soul to eternal hell. But you guys already knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you all. Stay silly. And, just keep monkeying around. This is Claire, my silly comics, by the way. I don't think I said that. Okay, bye.
Well, wasn't that... Oh, jeez, my heart.
Maybe this was worth it in the end, you know? Getting all these people together to do, not just a Thanksgiving dinner, but a podcast in general. Maybe it was all for something.
We've had a good podcast and dinner.
Oh, hold on. There's one more.
Hey, guys.
Seep.
I know I just left like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, Seep just left 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was just on my way home, and
how do you record this?
It just kind of hit me. And I just suddenly realized that I think I left this Tupperware lid. It's a green, translucent Tupperware lid. I might have left it on the dining table. But, my grandma really is probably going to want that back. So, if you find it, let me know. And I could come over and get it later. Yeah. I think that's all I had to say.
Hey, is this your Tupperware lid, Lucy?
Oh, no, I think that must be the one Seep's talking about. We should get it back to them.
Oh, man, that's a really nice one, though. Yeah, we gotta give this back.
Well, maybe we don't have to tell them.
Well,
you know, maybe we
I mean, it is... Oh, shoot. You said it was Tupperware? They said it was Tupperware. It's glass?
Yeah.
It's glass Tupperware. Ooh. And it's green at the same time? That's a rarity.
Well, this might be over, everybody. But you didn't think you were gonna get rid of us that easy, right? I mean, come on, it's us. We got more shit to say about mediocre things.
Wacky antics ensue.
Overanalyzing media in like whichever way we can. That's what we do.
It's true, and we decided we were going to, I guess, expand our horizons. We can't say too much right now. In fact, we're going to take a little bit of a break from this whole podcasting thing. But keep a lookout for our YouTube channel and our Twitter. We'll talk about our next project, which I guess we can leave you with the title, right? That's not a little tease.
So what is the name of our sequel podcast?
Well, what better name?
Our next podcast is going to be called The Speakquel Podcast. And all I can say is we will be analyzing some cinematic universes. That's all I'll say for now.
There are many worlds for us to explore together. We may leave this plane of Charles Darwin a bit melancholy, but our adventures, they never end.
Our world is getting bigger. Well, thank you everybody for listening to My Gym Partners, a podcast. As always, I'm Lucy.
I'm Rene.
And I'm the Magic Sea Slug!
This whole time?
You've released your contract!
I have. Can I go back to being a bear?
Your wish is my command! Rene, you just stay an alligator. I'm gone now. Bye! And then I'm still here. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Thank you so much. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when.
This is the end, but not quite the end. We'll go on.
Bye-bye.
Bye.